What's up? What's the goings? This young man here dropping a word or two about some things. I'm also, by the end of this, I'm going to touch on or perhaps share with some people. Probably some things you already know about Black Americans and cornrow styles. So let's get it.
Why don't you just chill? Just chill out. Why don't you just chill out? Why don't you just chill out and listen? You got things on your mind at work?
All right, I'm here. I sound a little tired, but my day has been very active. On my last video, I had mentioned the future, talking about Thursday, which is today, and Friday. No, I think I mentioned maybe Friday and Saturday. There you go. Friday and Saturday being much more freer days, but I know that on Friday it's not going to be as free as I thought. It's going to still be as filled with work and everything. So I'll be still in time in the same way I feel like I'm still in time now. And yeah, like I'm actually working right now. Well, I'm working for you guys right now, but I'm actually on the clock. Yeah, but growing up, well, I know cornrows are global and they've been around forever, for the ages, and I'll say there's evidence of cornrow styles being on Earth 4,000 years before Christ, in different civilizations, but here in America, so we're talking America, that of American lineage. You see it because of Black Americans, and it's mainly with Black American women and the different natural hairstyles that are worn by Black women. Like that's where you see like the braids and the cornrows. But I'm just particularly here to talk about cornrows. There's a large gap between my age, and my older siblings. And I can remember when I was very, very young, watching my brother. He would listen to a lot of hip hop artists, old school hip hop artists, and one of the groups that he would obsess over was Eric B and Rakim. And Eric B was the DJ, and he would rock cornrows. And I'm thinking this is going back to like the early 90s, early 90s or late 80s, like 89 or some shit like that. But my brother had got cornrows in his hair because he looked up to Eric B. But that's just my story, like as a youngster, a little boy, a young child, like around cornrows too. I think in other cultures, when you see cornrows, a lot of times you do see it only with the women, and you have that here in America. But Black American men have actually like grown to pick up a lot of cornrow hairstyles. That's like a lot of the braiding or natural hairstyles, other than locks, but that a lot of men in our culture would actually do with natural hairstyles. And I see it more with Black American men than other men. Actually, I've seen it like where it's like Black American men have been like trendsetters with cornrows, different styles. I mean, you can name a lot of different celebrities that have popularized the styles. I'm talking about Black male celebrities that have worn cornrows, different things like that. And yeah, like of course, Black women have held just tradition down. But this is something I wanted to share. You probably already know this. If you already know it, fine. It makes for a good conversation. If not, it's good for sharing. And this would be like more of an informative piece. But Black Americans or enslaved Black Americans, when we got here, one of the things they would do as part of their people would say it's part of their system. I would say it's part of their social engineering, because they really had to like socially engineer us and enslaved people who they were brought here. They had to condition them, in a sense. But one thing they would do is shave off the heads of both the men and the women. They would shave our hair off our heads, because they said it was, they did it for sanitary reasons. And they said our hair was not hygienic. And I don't even know like who. I guess this is part of that same pseudoscience of that time or whatever, because I don't even know who concluded that our hair was unsanitary when our hair doesn't smell like werewolf pussy, and it doesn't attract, different cooties and hopping bugs and things that other people here may attract. But anyway, they would shave it off, and as it would grow back, a good style to keep would be cornrows. So a lot of the Black American women would take on a lot of the cornrow styles. Also, it was certain, in our experience here in America, it was certain hairstyles that was banned. So corn styles was not one of them. But like, and people who have shared with me, and also in some of the things that I've researched, I researched like some of the like the pomades they would use during that time. And of course, this was during a time where nothing was given, and we had to make do with nothing, and we had to make something out of nothing, because nothing was given. We were enslaved people that were breeded to be in pride. To be deprived and to be without. But they would take like tallow or animal fats at times, to use that like as a pomade or the base of a pomade to moisturize their hair, and to stylize their hair, or to be able to braid their hair and put it up in protective styles. So like bacon grease was like one thing that was used during that time. Butter was another. And people shouldn't be shocked by that, because the reason like body butters and hair pomades and butters today are popular are honestly due to the plight of Black American people, particularly Black American women, and hair care. Enslaved people were even up on that. Also, there was like protocols too, in which they had. A lot of times you may see a lot of the hair wrapping, but a lot of that was on law, in particular counties and areas that slaves had to wrap their hair. But the biggest thing I wanted to point out was just how integral cornrows were, like in the experience of Black American people, like when it comes to sustenance and survival, because there's been research that have found that Black American slaves cornrowed their hair, and when they cornrowed it, they would cornrow like seeds for their journey, like where they can later plant things. So they did this to survive, for their sustenance. Also, there's also newer research that has been found that that shows that the role that cornrows were used, and just how creative Black American people were, but the styles or the patterns that you would see, the zigzags and the lines that you see in cornrows, actually they were maps of escape routes as part of abolitionist efforts or fugitive efforts to escape slavery. And oftentimes, and then there's also the background with status too. I overlook status, y'all, but also the way, I'm sure this is reflected with other Black people elsewhere throughout the world who wear cornrows that may have a history of status, but I'm particularly speaking about Black Americans. It would show status, like there were particular styles that were worn to show like whether a person was free or not free, a free Black person in America. versus a not freed one. There also was like cornrow styles that would show a person's marital status. But yeah, I just thought that it was awesome finding out that the maps and the road maps and the escape routes patterns that was put into Black American hairstyles, particularly with cornrows. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm on a run, but I need to actually get back out and work before sun go down. I'm towards the these people are pissing me off. I'm towards the end of my season, so I'm trying to like be tight-lipped about things because these clients, I'm not gonna see them until 2022 in the pandemic and shit like that. But yeah, like I hate when people try to get over on me. Yeah, in business, you know, I'm real rigid when it comes to business, you guys. But you guys have a good day. I said Friday and Saturday should be much better for me. I'm more betting on Saturday. I'll see what I can do tomorrow.